I'm waiting for y'all to chime on in, man, because I know y'all seen what I seen. I know y'all seen what I seen. Let me get this out of my truck though. I'll be right back. What's up? Yo, Richard. What's happening? Happening? What's up? How many views on that video, man? I know a lot of people. I know a lot of manufacturers trying to get their butt up in there too. They watching that score and they can't believe it, but they can believe it. What's up, Steve? Shouts out to Steve Irving, Kip Lipson. He said I can wait. He told me today he want me to eagerly see what performance I get out of it. And we on our way to 143. No lie. I'm only 1.8 dB away. What I played with today, what the score I did today on that song, that's a high bass. That's not a high bass song. That's one of the songs I use to test eights out in the beginning because it's a high note for me. 33 hertz. That's high. I mean, all the eights I've tested, I thought it was 35 and under was going to be the king, but every eight I done tested did 30. The Kicker Q class did 33 hertz, 141. He doing the same thing, but he's doing it with ease. Like it's no problem. And not only did he do it with ease, I noticed when I turned the volume down on that video, well, somebody brought it to my attention. Actually, I did not notice that. Somebody brought it to my attention that when I turned the volume down, those of you who watched that video, go back and watch that last video I just released today. When I turned the volume down and went to 25, opened up, I already had the driver's door open. I opened up the passenger door, went back so y'all could look at it, and it was still hitting the 140 on peaks on the song. It was hitting 140s at 28. Not it. I didn't see no 28, Fred. I did see it hit 139s. It hit a couple of 140s on when the power got turned down. I seen 6 140s in the, you got on the video, you got live, peak, and average. The peak was 141, 33 hertz. 22 was the loudest, I think 141, 22. But it kept doing 140s even when the volume was turned down, which tells me two things. Number one, it tells me, first of all, it tells me this. And I want y'all to get this in y'all head. I talked to a guy today too. He went to a kicker training last week. Kicker deliberately lied on the Army rating on that driver. They know it takes more than 800 watts. And it's going to be a short lie right here, but they did that for one reason. But I sit back and study the market. First of all, let me say this. I want y'all to hear me. Back in 2014, 2013, when I was a Sundown boy, it ain't just him. It ain't just Sundown. It's all the CT Sound guys, all these new age Facebook companies. They were saying on I just want to bang, bass heads on a budget. You hear them guys say all the time, if you run a kicker, you ain't really no bass head. They say that all of y'all, some of y'all that's watching me know, yeah, that's true, MB. They were saying that. If you run a kicker, they had no respect for you. Say you don't know what loud is. Kicker was at that time still in existence, and they had their YouTube channel and doing their thing. They watched all that. They listened to all that. They listen to all the naysayers, bash them, bash their products, talk bad because they went inside Walmart. All that. They listen to all that negative spiel about them. Steve probably didn't even get on Facebook. Probably got off and said, I'm not finna keep listening to them bash my company. I gave y'all a call here. Bashed them for years. Anybody that ran Kicker was disrespected. And then I came along. That Q class. Somebody said, man, Kicker don't play loud and low. And I said, man, it's in your box. You just don't know that for Kicker and got to where I'm at. And I did that for Kicker for myself, for a customer. And I liked that square sub so much, it got me in front of them. They listen to everybody, even manufacturers, rag on them. They decided, oh, it's a market for these big, heavy subwoofers that y'all coming out. And we could do the same thing. They decided right then we're gonna bring back the Solo. So they brought the SoloX back. But they learned something while they were sitting on the sidelines being quiet. When everybody was discrediting Alma Gates, how many awards they won, how they won, how they controlled the 90s. Steve didn't say nothing. You didn't hear nobody work at Kicker, but they went about their daily business every day because they knew they was going to come back out. And they took all the negative talk. Never said nothing. But they learned something from watching the new guys, the new camps that came up, how they would take a subwoofer. Same subwoofer. So let me give you a perfect example. That Sundown XA V4. It's got the same core they had on the V1 when they said it was 750 watts on this. They sit back and watch and learn that if you sandbag, you'll have people thinking you got a stellar product and you really elevating when actually you ain't did nothing from the very first iteration and now. You underrate your driver. So then people throw more than rated power to it, they're going to say that you got the best thing out. Fast forward to 2025. No, that's fast forward to 2021. Yeah, 2021. Hey, man, when we close out the end of the line Q class, why is this 8 selling more than the 10, 12, and 15? Oh, that boy MB. Oh, somebody got our product and running it like that? Yeah, we finna disclaim the end of life of the. We can't sell as many of these Q classes as we can the Solo Barrick and the L7Rs because of the price. But we know it's a superior driver, and we know it can compete with anything out there in the market. Why is 8 selling? That boy MB. Okay. Now, line got discontinued. They had no intention of when they brought out the SoloX, because they got rid of the Q class, they knew the Solo was coming. So you're gonna go from the Solo Barrick straight to the SoloX. They had no intention of making no 8. They had no intention of making no 8, fellas. On the strength of and y'all, because it couldn't have just been me. They didn't make it just for me. Let's get that understood. They did not make it just me. You don't make a product for one person to go buy it. You make a product when thousands of people may buy it. You got to see a market for something before you make it. When that showed them there's a good market for it, they said, okay, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make an 8. I knew for y'all knew that it was coming. When they released it, they said, we're going to learn from the naysayers. We're going to learn from the competitors that were bashing our products. We're going to sandbag. So y'all be amazed. Makes perfect sense. But we ain't going to do what they do. We ain't going to say the same woofer 4 times. We don't do that. We're going to make it stellar right out the gate. And we're going to sandbag so you'll be amazed. That's the new trick these guys be doing. CT Sound, Nezio, Scar ZVX8, Sundown X8. It's small, man. It's the same basket, just make the motor bigger. Saw parts never change. One time he told y'all the saw parts never change. Straight up told you. Saw parts never change. He said, okay, but you guys can't never match our money. So when I make an 8, I'm gonna make an 8 so bad. And I'm speaking on behalf of Steve Irwin. I'm gonna make an 8 so bad that ain't nothing. Your pockets ain't deep enough to match it in longevity, durability, sound quality, performance handling. I'm gonna put it so far out your reach. There ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do. And then we got this boy MB, John the Baptist, gonna just tell people the truth. And here we are. And there he is. One guy, I had 2 customers. My friend Fred Porter called me and said, MB, did you watch the video? I said, nah, man, I ain't watched the video. He said, bro, you turned it down, you still hitting 140s. So what is, man, I think hitting 140 everywhere. And I know it, whether y'all believe it or not, I know when you talk to me after you listen to, you say, I'm finna ride and call you back. I rode for an hour. Then I called and talked to him for an hour. And I told him what I was experiencing. Then I woke up this morning and I said, you know what? Because I'm a subwoofer whisperer. See, unlike y'all to get these, I love these people and go with everybody else say. I hear what they say. And then I said, let me go see for myself. And I challenge all of y'all to go see for yourself. But from here, if you make your decision on me, one thing you know for sure, I had to talk to another guy today. Man, I remember you all the way back in 2012 when you was a sundown boy. Yeah. See, I know you know the make. I done had everyone you can name in my hand. I know what's what. I know when people selling you the same thing over and over again. I know who really bringing you something to the fore. So I don't care about having the angst of a lot of companies. I don't care. Don't mean nothing to me. But I know this for a fact. You get 2 of these right here, ain't nobody gonna get in your mix. You're gonna have, there's only 2 subs that you can come remotely close. That's that G7 and that 2508. Ain't no 738 cutout gonna do nothing with them. Nothing. That's top dog right there. And so I went back and I watched the video and I was like, damn. And then I turned the volume down. Still hitting the 140. Now let me tell y'all, I'm gonna y'all understand something. The SPL guys will tell you this. When you do the outlaw, you playing the subwoofer inside the box. There's a spring in the box. Your cabin is a spring as well. So that's why the cabin has to be factored in your enclosure for you to do certain things. When you open the door, the spring in the cabin increases. Well, it loosens, and that's how you get them high scores. Because now you gotta, it's not pushing the cone back as much now. The cone can move a little farther because you got the outlaws. That's what people say, man, outlaw is different from sealed. Sealed score. You do get loud when you go outlaw. Now, anyone knows that when you playing your music at full tilt, that's why you see me turn it down. The reason why I turned it down because I knew I was finna open up the back door. And I don't want the suspension, which is brand new, to try to recalibrate to less spring on the outside of the cone. Because now both doors are open. It's a bigger area. So I turned the volume down to save my subwoofer so I wouldn't overextend the suspension. What I did know, because I just want to show y'all the woofer playing, was I'm still hitting 140s at various numbers between 30 and 33 with the volume down on a subwoofer that ain't got 2 hours of playtime on it. He ain't playing. He cut that check, he wrote this PO, and he told his engineers, I want the baddest 8 ever. And he done it. And now Steve doing what he did last time when y'all was Steve Irby, when y'all was talking bad about it. He just sit back and basically probably through Kip, MB, he like it? Yeah, he like it. He showing them what it do. Mm-hmm. Now they finna start saying they go back and buy them 10s and 12s and 15s and 18s. Because we could do what they do for better and we could do it cheaper. The only thing this one ain't got like his brothers got, he ain't feel replaceable because he's so small. If he'd been a little bit bigger, he can get the pins put in, he'd be feel replaceable. But other than that, I don't care what you got. I don't care what you got. And he did this from the time he told me it was in development to when it came up to actually he said, okay, yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna make a SoloX 8. To now was approximately 2 years. From development, from an idea, oh yeah, there's a market for it, to now in 2 years. And it ain't over. That 141 y'all heard on that video, the woofer ain't struggling at all. And I'm not giving it the full power yet. I'm gonna go back to 20 and 25 and just play around there and do some listening. I'm not gonna meet her again for a whole nother week. But what I was hearing was telling me, I told Antoine, my best friend, I said, man, this thing is 140 now. He said, for real? I said, for it's 140 now. He said, for real? Normally it takes about a week to 10 days. Y'all know, y'all been with me for a while. Y'all know it take a while. From unboxing, I put him in that truck for me to get that suspension to loosen up. Hit that here at 140 now. And he's still stiff. Testament to the motor force and the soft parts. Let's look at the durability of that driver. I just got a rubber surround, not a foam surround. Rubber surround. What does that mean? It's weather resistant. So what about the cone? The cone plastic. I don't admonish you to do this, but if you wanted to make the little piece of the cone that's showing, is it enough showing? Let me see. Oh no, that's yeah, you ain't gotta do nothing. The whole front part of our subwoofer protects all the rest of it. That cap goes all the way around. You see a very thin bead of the cone itself. So what do we do there, MB? If you want to, it was me. Why you make it weather resistant? You could. There's plenty of material you could probably spray on it. I wouldn't advise you do it though. So you put on the boat, make it IPMPP weather resistant. But that joker's got a rubber surround, bro. Even if you don't consider the weather resistant, you gotta check this out. Who you think gonna retain this restorative force and its shape longer? A foam surround or rubber surround? And then people say, now the foam will do better than the rubber. So if you feel that way, I want you to go buy you some foam tires and put them on your truck. And I'm gonna ride with the rubber tires in my truck. We're gonna ride them here in the city. We're gonna see how long you last. And how long I'm gonna last. It's just common sense. I'm gonna make a subwoofer so far out your reach with parts that ain't nothing you're gonna be able to do about it, so that you will respect my name. I'm gonna speak for you, Steve. You're gonna respect Kicker. And let me get to these questions. We just started day one. Day two, we at a 141. We climbing. I told y'all, if they ever put a motor, if they ever put some motor force on the backside of that cone, it's game over. The game is over. Get to some of these questions y'all got about this boy. It's a fact now fixing here, baby. It's over. Hey, thank you, John. Bro, I think this is all Wolfer has his everybody got it on different. Oh man, it's not letting me. Oh man, it locked up on. What's going on here, man? Now let me show your comment. On here. They ain't locking up on, man. Screen locking up. Hope y'all was able to get it. If you were going to be an MB subwoofer, what would the specs be? But I'm not finna get in this. I'm not finna get in this fight. Number one, At this point in my life, at 52 years of age, if I come out of subwoofer, you know what I'll be doing? Just designing. I'm not finna get in this fight. I'm done. I'm not finna get in this fight. Kicker got kids that went to school to do this, man. He got real engineers. Now people that say they went to school and dropped out, now they got a subwoofer coming. He got real engineers, not designers. Not people trying to sell y'all things for a certain look. He got people that selling your performance. I'm not trying to get in this fight. So I can't answer that question. I'm gonna do what I do. I just be a boss, John. I'm not finna get in this fight. Now, as far as the DD question, is gonna dethrone the 25 weight. People can do different things in different applications with any driver. I know a guy who can do a 142 on music in a Series 6 order with a massive hippo. Not the old ones, not the new one, but the old one. So in different alignments in certain vehicles, you can get even louder. But overall, if you can do that same thing with this subwoofer here, I guarantee it'll be louder. The only thing I would say with, and I still love DD 2508. He had a long, and he's still a king. Still gonna bet any other 7 threads cut out there. That G7 right along with him. But this boy here is a horse of a whole nother color. I challenge you to get one and test it out for yourself. But let me hide this question. Let me get this question out. Hide that. Let me ask this question right here. So, it would be multiple questions. God dang, man. Don't do that now. How do they sound? Come on, man. Tell me, how do they sound? You think I'm up here talking about? Come on, man. What's the next question? Are you still playing with the port area? I think I'm dialed in right now where I need to be, because this is the box volume I can sell inside most trucks. I don't have no port noise. I heard 2-3 people, even somebody today that heard it. There ain't no port noise coming. I got the port area right where it need to be for now. Can it be greater? I don't know. Do I see a need to increase it? No, because I ain't getting no chuffing. Did you hear anything on the video? And I'm gonna show y'all some videos of it just playing on low volume with other songs that I like to use just for my sound quality purposes. Sounds great. And for the OG supporters, when you're going to dropping them in the 3Q box, the Q plugs played in. If I do that, it'll be a ways on down the line when I just want to, I don't know. Because let me explain some of the logic in that. 3Q box means that they're getting 1.5 per. I've already been told you can take this all up to 2 cubes, depending on how much power you're going to throw to it. If you're going to take it to 2 cubes, you're not going to be able to throw the power that I can handle it now. The more power you want to throw to them, you need to lean to a tighter spring in the behind the cone. All right. The reason why I'm taking them this 2.5 so quick, because they was in the 2 first that I never seen. In that box, a guy said he was gonna buy it, but I got 2. This one and that one behind it for sale in that box that you see. Let me let y'all see. This is a 3rd row box. I asked the guy, I gave him an hour. He said he was gonna get it. Brandon Cook, he never came back and got it. So these 2 subs, I got these 2 subs for sale. They was in the box one day. I'm selling them for $400 each. And that box over there, I'm selling for $700. Include shipping. All prices include shipping. It's a 48 wide box, so it fit in the 3rd row SUV. 3rd row SUV, Cadillac, Escalade, Yukon, Tahoe. Get it. That, and I had these for 1 hour playtime. Sounded good, but the only reason why I switched it up, I wanted to increase the port area because they were sounding so good. Let me move this light. They were sounding so good playing. There we go. They were sounding. Man, why are my eyes so dark? Is this thing? Yeah, is this thing? There we go. I didn't want my eyes to be so bright. There we go. There we go. Is it I want to Increase the port area. The box don't chuff. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all. I just increased the port area just a tad bit. Just a tad bit. I might build another box later, but that box is for sale. It's good. It's ready to go. It'll do the. It possibly would do this. It's going to do 140 all day long. Period. You know, I just don't know how much farther it's going to go. But that box, that's just the second box. It's only. I can't give you my trade secret, but it's just a little bit off from what the box I got in now. But it's ready to go, and you ain't got to wait 45 weeks. And then you get these subwoofers. These subwoofers here for $400 each. $400 each, including shipping. So I'm gonna take a little loss on that. Cool. If you want to get at me, first come, first serve basis. See this right here is what some people did. What you talking about? What would the specs be? This is what a lot of people did to try to take money, take advantage of y'all. I let's be honest. Let's be honest here. I'm strong enough to take advantage of people. I can come out with a sub with my name on it. Y'all buy them like hotcakes. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never been a whore like that, man. It's gonna be out, Martin. I ain't a whore. I ain't never been a whore like that. Just try to take advantage of people. I believe in them, truth and honesty. I build boxes. I'm gonna get my boxes for trucks out, mass produced, and then have other boxes made like the Godfather was doing it. Getting into this subwoofer game, just put my name on stuff so I can sell it to you. I ain't with that. Because what happens is people find out you, like people find out some of these people out here, man, y'all charlatans. Yeah, like people ask me, how much I got to charge you to sign my box? Man, like, come on, man, I'm already putting my tag on it. Ain't no, I'm not in there all that because I don't got no God complex, okay, at all. Make sure I don't get narcissistic. I stay humble as I possibly can. Oh, I got a little pride in what I do with these boxes, that's for sure, and definitely got pride in my opinion. I ain't gonna back down on that. But I ain't got no God complex. I'm not gonna take advantage of y'all. Oh yeah, MBE, woo, and put my name on dust cap. I ain't finna do that, man. Just know when I say I'm gonna make these boxes perform, that's what I do. That's what I do. I'm not gonna do all the rest of it. People say, oh, but you ain't gonna never get rich. Yeah, who says I'm trying to get rich? I'm rich in spirit. My sleep is good. I ain't never lied to nobody. I ain't got nobody looking for me from doing them wrong. What about you? Keep it moving. I was wondering the same thing. Does the SoloX now dethrone the 20 right for number one? Yeah, he number one right now. I'm gonna see who gonna catch him. I do know with him being out, there's a reason now for Josh to bring that 2508. See? But he was waiting for you know, this Z8 we've been waiting over 10 years. He's been waiting for that to come out. Everybody waiting for it to come out. On the strength of this, I'm gonna see when he gonna bring that boy out, if it exists. I know we know two down in Australia, and they had one on Knowledge Fest. And he had his hand on it, say he's gonna bring it out. And bring it here. Let's see what they do. Let's see what that big tall toilet seat surround on 8-inch gonna do. I know the one I seen down there in Australia, that just was dimpling like crazy. I'm gonna show y'all the video of this boy playing high power. It looked like somebody behind it just blowing the A up in the surround. The boy ain't dimpling, man. That was getting me. I didn't see and watch the play. Not on this video here, y'all seen. It looked like somebody's behind the subwoofer just blowing air into the surround. And it's just moving like a big pillow. And it's getting loud. But ain't no dimpling. And then because it got that rubber surround, it'll do this forever. Forever. For real. Walmart orders and sells tons of KICKER. Tons. The CX, the entry level stuff, fact right here, all motor has, and that's why they make no sense, because these guys that were saying the bad things about KICKER didn't realize. That's why Steve didn't say nothing, because Steve basically like this: I sell more subwoofers out of Walmart. I think 3,900 stores in America than you sell in a year. I sell more component speakers, amps, in my entry level subwoofers out of Walmart than you sell in a year. Why would I not offer entry level the option? What are you talking about? But since y'all want to talk, He done woke up a sleeping giant, and he released Thanos. And ain't no 7/3 cut out. Ain't nothing you gonna be able to do nothing with it. I don't care if your hand built or cut. None of y'all. Ain't gonna be nothing with it. Now watch everybody. Oh no, I know. I always like kicking. Woo woo. No, you didn't. Y'all need to start calling them. No, you didn't. Say, no, not what you were saying. That's when you were saying. Now you saying this. Now you weren't saying it in 2014, 2013, 15. Don't do that. Don't do that, man. I told you I keep receipts. It's here now. Stand on what you said. Don't switch it up. The Walmart comment be killing me. So if you can order eggs online, bread online, and steak online, and wait 2.5 weeks to build your stuff, it's better because it's not in the store. They be killing me with that, man. Oh, my boy T Brew at, man. He up yet? MBE. Can these fit under a 2017 high country with a 2.5 seat lift? Yes. Yes. I would have been better off with a 25 do that. I can get better box volume on the seat. You can fit these under 2.5 in a 27 high country with 2.5 seat lift. If you got a 2019 up GMC truck, you don't need a seat lift. All fours need a seat lift to fit Thanos underneath there. I think right now they're only available through dealers. The same thing he done. Thank you, Steve. The same thing he did in the beginning. Eventually, some dealers are gonna buy enough of them, probably put them on Amazon. But yeah, right now it's only available through dealers. He's gonna let us have that leeway for a while. I appreciate that. I appreciate let it get our money before he let the big boys put them up on Amazon, and then we have to cut our price down and try to compete with them. They're gonna have free shipping. So yeah, I think that's what he's doing right now. I just sold a couple of them. My product is the box. MBY, I'm a blogger, man. I'm a blog and review. I'm gonna tell y'all what's what. If you can't afford it, that's cool. I got other options out there. I got other options that can fit certain things because he does have some things he can fit pretty much everywhere, but sometimes people are not willing to lift their seat. If you ain't willing to lift your seat, that ain't gonna work. That's just what it is. If you ain't willing to lift your seat, you can't get him on it though. And some people not. I've had many people didn't want to buy the 25 weight. Okay, I don't want to lift my seat. So they went with the 608 or the in this instance here, the 608 or the DB Drive G5R because they didn't want to lift it up for the G7. Get that. Same thing here. If you don't want to lift your seat, you're going to have to go with the Solar Bear. And the Q class is on his way. And something else is on his way too. It ain't over, fella. It ain't over. Y'all done woke up asleep. You bad mouth Steve so much. He said, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you your pockets ain't deep enough to mess with me. Shouts out, Steve. You show them your pockets ain't deep. I'll make an 8. They'll do one. You turn the volume down, they're still doing 140 with both doors open. Don't make no difference. He ain't playing. MB, I know you just being humble, but you know you influenced Kicker to come out with this 8. Let's be truthful, Fly Jock. Ain't nobody gonna make a subwoofer for one person. I influenced them because I use y'all as a support. I had to create a market. This was told to me when they canceled the Q class line. They told me they was gonna replace it. They told me it's going to replace it. It's going to be replaced. It just reached the end of its life with that manufacturer going to replace it. They told me that. I said, man, y'all need to come out with a SoloX. I know there was a market for the SoloX. Show us it's a market for that. So show us. Show us. Maybe. All the videos, all that talking I was doing for like about 10 months, 8 to 10 months. Finally, I was told by Bill Brown, hey, SoloX 8 is in development. What? It's in development. It's going to be a SoloX 8. I just want Bill Brown. The marketing guy there, the one who contacted me to put me on the show, told me that. He said, yeah, it's going to be one, but you can't say nothing. And I didn't say nothing. I just kept showing there was a market. Remember, you see me always saying, yeah, Kicker bring out SoloX, and I would smile because I already knew it was green lighted, and it took him 2 years to do it. There he is. Fat Not Fiction. I ain't gonna answer that question, variety. I don't think I was the first. Some people say, man, they should have sent you a pair. Woo woo. They made me a dealer. That's better than sending me a pair. They made me a dealer. So I'm gonna help your family eat. I'm gonna let you sell it in your garage. They broke a rule for me 3 years ago. There's a lot of kicker dealers that tell you, now I can't believe they let them. I'm a dealer. Told me I could tell him, yeah, you're a dealer. We be honest. Those were the words that were said to me when Bill Brown was on the phone with, I forgot her name for the Eastern Seaboard. Said we'd be honored if you'd be a dealer, man. So as soon as I knew, when I knew I was available, I've been asking for a couple of months. I knew it was available purchase. I got me a pair. I ain't the first. But it didn't matter. Being the first don't mean nothing. The fact that you let my family eat by selling your products and let me partner with you means the world to me. Fact not fiction. This is the question. See, on the strength of what I'm doing with this 8, a lot of y'all gonna go revisit the 10, the 12, the 15, and the 18. Now we can get the same performance a lot of other players. That kicker ain't lost a step, bro. If the 8 this strong, what that tell you that y'all should be thinking about with the 10s and the 12s? Y'all so busy listening to these Facebook posts selling you the same subwoofer, this distorted sound, telling you got something. Some of them sell you the same thing. Now they ain't even friends no more. Back in 2013, 14, you see them pictures sitting around Googling. Now all of them say, man, I'm gonna make me something, put my name on. Do the same thing. Now they beefing. Kicker sat back doing the whole time. He ain't say nothing. Now you see them bickering with each other. A lot of them gonna fall by the wayside. Kicker gonna keep going. DD gonna keep going. Fact not fiction. DB Drive was older than a lot of them boys. DB Drive started, I think, 2001, 2002. Gonna keep ticking. Stop getting your information with them face poops. You'll see. I got word today from a guy. There's a guy in New York and New Jersey. Got 20 of these. Finna show him. He got 20 of these 8s. Finna do a big deal with them. I want somebody to buy 4 of them. Okay, you buy them for me. I want somebody to give and put 4 in the Tahoe or a Cadillac Escalade in one of my Draco alignments. Either 2 up top, 2 faces forward, 2 up top, 2 faces to the side. Yeah, that's what I want. I believe, I'm gonna say this. I told Freddie today, I believe in what I'm hearing. If you take 4 of these, 4 and put them in a 5-cube box, and that would be amazing. You can put 4 of these in a 5-cube box and do a 150 on music. I mean, you could take 4 of these in a 5-cube box, do a 150 on music. Somebody wanted to prove me wrong. That's what I believe. You got to have a big enough area. Then you're gonna take 4 of them and you're gonna put them on an 8K. I said it. Two 10s should do more than 145, brother. Yeah. I'm gonna watch. They 2 10s should easily do 145, way over 145, brother. Good night. Good evening, you too, Sabio. Say Sabio. The YouTube guy turned to. I'm looking at what you said. Try to turn my video into Spanish because it's hard for my Spanish clientele to understand. First, because my how I talk, mumble about how I talk. Also, because I speak English. I'm looking to try to see some of the videos. I thought the AI had a way of translating, at least in the transcript, what I said into Spanish. But I talk funny. I got a real southern drawl, man. So sometimes they can't keep up. But bonus net is the YouTube. Bonus net is the YouTube CMB. Shouts out to all my Spanish subscribers. I had plenty of people in New Mexico, Texas, Arizona that bought boxes to me, man, because they love that Corridos music. And when they get away from the Epicenter, the technology have been invested, but they've been using the Epicenter. That's why Epicenter came up with the Mexican thing to make that music have bass. And I've been sitting down with building boxes for their genre of music too. Shouts out to all my Spanish customers. I wish I can't answer that, Savvy. I don't know what that means. You got it, baby. You Thanos, the inevitable. And the reason why I call him Thanos, bro, and I explain this to people is because Thanos won. He beat up the hunk. He beat the hunk up so bad. And it's somebody I want to call the hunk too. He beat the hunk up so bad, he ain't want to come out of his skin no more. Always I can find that meme I put back in 2014. I think I was calling the Sundown X8V4. I had him with a Thanos character. And somebody was kicking. I think Iron Man, somebody kicking off. I think it's Iron somebody, I don't know who, but he was kicking them off. And I said, I lost that meme. I lost that meme. But anyway, he won. The only reason why they could beat Thanos, they had to go back in time and make sure you can get all the stones. But the only way you're going to beat the SoloX here is you're going to have to go back in time and try to convince Steve Irwin not to make a square subwoofer. And since we know that's not a reality, Thanos is going to win every time. All of the factors being equal. Right? Yeah, it's not field replaceable. It's not field replaceable because of its size. But hey, don't set out to destroy your subwoofer. I got 205K in a 5 cube in a 2.5 cube box on a 5K. If your electrical is clean, you're stout, you shouldn't be destroying subwoofers. I ain't gonna destroy. Once I hear you can't take no more, back off. And realize at this point, that's all these pairs can do. If I want to get louder, then you're gonna have to cut the bed of the truck. I ain't gonna do. Move your seat, I ain't gonna do. So when you reach a certain point, you just realize, hey, that's it. That's it. I haven't reached that point with him yet. 141 easy for him. It's my truck that's having the problem. Once I figure he at his topped out part, I ain't gonna keep doing that. I ain't gonna keep doing a bunch of videos showing him getting loud. I'm not gonna do that because sound is powerful, bro. That thing would tear my truck apart. He's doing it now because he's hitting so many frequencies at 140. And you go back, you'll see what he's doing. That's the first. Watch this video. Fred told me that it is amazing. I seen 8 140s. I seen 3 140s after I turned the volume down. So now that it peaked, it kept doing it. It didn't do it one time. It kept hitting 140. Watch that top number. Man, well, you're right. 140, 140, 140. Yeah. It is, the SD is 38 square inches. And the SD lost, the Q class had 43. The Solo has 38. Because I guess if in order for us to give up, to get the X back so it could play lower, louder, without struggling, like the Q class did. The Q class went to 33, 140 at 33 hertz. But 140, 141 all 33, but you could tell, you could listen, he was there. He was like, hey, can't keep doing this. And then he wouldn't keep doing it. This woofer, as the video just showed, he'll hit it and keep hitting it and be fine. So this is only day 2, in about 2 hours of playtime. Giving it some. He's fine. Yeah. It's time for what's his name? What's his name? Oh man, here we go again and froze on me again. Oh man. Hold on, man. Hold on. They messing with my page again, man. Oh man. Can I refresh the page? If y'all lose, y'all because they messed the feed, I'm giving them 2 minutes to page. Yeah, we trying to repage, man. I'm giving out too much